Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny. Today's video is going to be a little collective haul slash reviews. I have had all of these products for a while and I just haven't really had a video to throw them into. So I figured I'd compile them all together and just give you a bunch of little mini reviews of the products that I have here. I'm going to do hair care, skin care, and then makeup because I think makeup is the most fun to talk about, and I do have more makeup than I do the rest, so I want to get the rest out of the way. To start with hair care, the first thing is Heritage by Mindy McKnight. Lazy Day Dry Shampoo. This is a new brand to my local Walmart, and there were a couple things that I wanted to try. I also bought the shampoo and conditioner from this line, but I haven't tried it yet because I do have some others in my shower right now that I want to use up first. But so I did buy the dry shampoo and I do really enjoy it. I have been using it over my Hask one lately. They are very, very similar. This has more of a perfumey scent than like a coconutty type of scent like the Hask one does. But I really, really have been enjoying this, and I do think I would continue to purchase. I think it's a really good product. It does have a little bit of white cast, but it's not as bad as the Hask actually. And it is really easy to rub into my hair, so I do recommend this. I think this is a good product. Next is the Heritage by Mindy McKnight Wiggle Room Flexible Hold Hairspray. I really, really like this as well. It's not as strong as I would prefer, but I did like this. I do notice when I get home from work that the little flyaways that I have around my head are not stuck down like they were in the morning. So it is not as strong as I would prefer. And like I just mentioned, I'm not sure if they have a stronger hold or not, but I do think this is good if you're in the market for a lighter hold hairspray. My only critique with this brand is that these cans look identical, like literally the same down to all of the fonts and everything, colors, everything is exactly the same. So what I did was I thought I was buying a dry shampoo and a hairspray, and I ended up buying two dry shampoos. So thankfully I do enjoy this. But so that's my only critique, is that all the products are very, very similar in packaging. This next product was free to me, sent to me by Influencer for a review, and it is the EOS Shea Butter Shave Cream 24-Hour Moisture. I really like this. I had tried one of these in the past, like years ago, and I did like it. The scent was very strong though. This one has just a nice clean scent. I really do enjoy it. I think it makes my skin really, really smooth after shaving, and I do really enjoy this product. Next was also sent to me for free for review by Influencer, and it is the Biore Rose Quartz and Charcoal Daily Purifying Cleanser. I actually really, really enjoy this cleanser as well. It does a really good job of cleansing the skin without stripping it of moisture, because I do have that issue with a lot of other washes that I've tried where it makes my skin very, very dry afterward. It also has this, it's not necessarily a tingle, but it is like a cooling sensation on the face. So I really like it for the morning. It's kind of like a pick-me-up, brightening, wake up kind of feeling on the skin. My only critique is that, and I guess it's because of the whole rose quartz thing, but there is a very, 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 very fine shimmer in this product. On occasion when I'm like washing my face at the sink, for example, I will kind of like miss a spot right here, and so then the shimmer just kind of like dries there, and it is hard to get off after that. But like in the washing process, like the actual washing process, it does come off, so that's not an issue. But like make sure that you cleanse your face completely and make sure that you get everything washed off, or else the glitter will dry there. But overall, I do plan on purchasing full size. I really, really enjoy this face wash. Now we are moving on to makeup. This product is the Good Molecules Silicone-Free Priming Moisturizer. This was sent to me by Beauty Bay, I believe, for free to try, no obligation or anything, but I actually really have been enjoying it. I do think that this is better suited for dry skin. Of course, it is a moisturizing primer, because where I am more normal oily leaning, I do find that it kind of makes my face a little more oily throughout the day than I am used to, or if I do not use this primer. But I do think it does a really nice job, because even though my face tends to get a little shiny when I use this, it doesn't look greasy or anything, and like my makeup is still in place. I can just see that shine kind of peeking through. And I really enjoy the Good Molecules line. Their skincare is like by far right now my favorite skincare, and it really has transformed my skin. I just placed a big order to get some backups of the products that they sent me to try because I love them. Be warned, if you are oily, that this will probably not be a greater option for you, but if you are more like normal to dry, I do definitely think that you would enjoy this product. Next two products are from Milani. This first one is the Most Wanted eyeshadow palette in the variation Outlaw Olive. There were multiple shades. This is the one that I got. Of course, it is the green variation. While I do like this eyeshadow palette, I think that the quality is really nice. I will do some swatches just so you can see the colors on my skin tone. But and the quality is great, but I can only get a handful of wearable looks that are like daytime appropriate. The rest of them are very like evening, nighttime. So here are all of the shades swatched out. It is a very pretty palette, but like I said, the colors are just kind of dark. This next product is the Milani Supercharged Highlighter Duo. Does this have a shade? I guess it's just 110. It is the more pinky one. It has this pink one over here and then a more champagne one. They do have two different textures. I don't know if you can tell. This is the champagne one and it is a bit more like reflective and shiny. I do have them combined on my cheekbones and down the center of my face today. I really do like these. Here they are swatched individually. I think these are really, really pretty. I do think the pink is very, very pink by itself, and I like a pink highlighter, but I feel like it is a little more pink leaning than I prefer. So I do mix them, and I do really like the champagne tone by itself if I'm looking for something very, very bright. I do think that it's really pretty. I think that it is bright, but still looks on the natural side. It looks really, really good on the skin. It doesn't like sit on top and look heavy. It looks really nice on the skin, like very natural, but still very beaming and bright. So they do have a couple other shades, more gold tone, more just straight champagne. I do like pink tone, so that's why I got that one. I do really like the formulation, and I think that it would be a good highlighter if you're in the market for a new one. Who is? No one. But if you wanted to buy another one, I do think that this is a good one. Overall, I've really been enjoying this. Next is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Liquid Shadow. This is in the shade 01. It's not as light of a tone as I would prefer, and this is the lightest one I think that I could find in store. And it is still a bit smoky. It's not super smoky. I still wear it like daily, like a daily kind of all over the lid shade. But it is a bit more smoky and darker. Like here it looks really super poppy and bright, but then this way it's kind of dark. I actually really enjoy the formula. It doesn't flake or fall all over the face or anything like that. I've had some liquid shadows do that. In my opinion, it is one of the closer dupes to the Stila Glitter and Glows at the drugstore. I think that it's really good quality, and if there's a color that you see and you like, I definitely think it would be worth trying out because it is around $6-ish. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it. And I do really like this with a just neutral shadow look all over the inner half of the lid. I think it looks really pretty. Of course, as you can tell by the swatch, it is very poppy and very sparkly. So if you are not that kind of person, this is not a product for you, of course. But if that's something you're looking for and you don't want to pay the Stila price, I think that this would be a good alternative. So the last product is a product that I actually considered returning, and it is the LA Splash Cosmetics Golden Gatsby palette. This is what the palette looks like on the inside, and the shades that really got me to buy this palette were these two over here, these two shimmers, and I will swatch this one too, of course, but the shimmers are not what I was expecting them to be when I got it in person and was touching it and stuff. They have a weird, almost baked texture, and I'm not sure if that's what they are or not. I did not read the description of this palette before I purchased it, which is dumb. You should definitely read descriptions of things. The textures of these shadows are like all of them, shimmers and mattes, are a little more on the dry, this is going to be a bad way to describe the texture, but chalky is my description. They don't swatch that way and they don't apply that way, but that's how they feel. They're very dry in texture, but they are pretty pigmented. So here's the first row, all mattes. I really think that it's pretty. I get really nice looks using the mattes and a handful of the shimmers. I don't know. There's just something about this palette that I'm not going to return it because I do enjoy it, but I was a little bit disappointed in the shimmers. So here is the second row, and as you can see, these shimmers are very, very bright and very pigmented. They do not apply well with a brush at all. You have to use your finger. I haven't found any other way that actually lets these shine and pop like that. They are kind of like heavy, and I can't zoom. I don't have auto zoom or autofocus on my camera, but they are slightly chunky. Like this one in particular, which is the shadow shade that I love the most, there is quite a bit of texture on it, and so when you apply it with your finger on your lid, it can look kind of heavy on the lid. As a whole, I think the shimmers are a bit hard to work with. The mattes are really nice though. Very pigmented, very blendable, and I do enjoy the mattes. The shimmers are a bit hard to work with, but if you can get them to work, you can get really good eye looks out of it. Do I think you need to run out and buy this palette? No, you don't. I kind of bought into the whole it's 2020 and the 20s are back in Gatsby because I'm stupid like that. But overall, I don't think it is a bad palette. If you've had your eye on it, I might wait for a sale though. So those are the products that I have been playing around with recently, and the newest ones that I have purchased that are not out of BoxyCharm and things like that, that I felt comfortable enough to give a review on. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to subscribe, please feel free. and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.